What's going on, guys? Rob at 3STRONG. I'm in front of the new and improved PR board here at 3STRONG. Who's the strongest of them all? That's going to be our little mirror of motivation before people try to tackle some of the things that we're going to fill in these little spaces here. But this brings up my topic for tonight, is coming up with a test for yourself. I'm talking about setting goals and how to reach those goals and kind of what it takes to do that, but coming up with a test. And this is actually fun because you can pick whatever you want. And this is something that, I mean, heck, it's going to be related to your goals. So you could pick some body weight movement. You can pick a weightlifting movement. You can do something for time. How many reps can you do of a certain movement within a certain time frame? For example, one of my clients loves doing all the gymnastics stuff. He likes doing body weight exercises. So when I test him, it's not on his max deadlift. It's not on max bench press. It's none of the powerlifting stuff, because that doesn't really matter. It's how well can I move my body. And so it's how many push-ups can you do in 2 minutes? There's a test for you right there. How many pull-ups can I do in 1 minute? There's a test for you right there. How long can I, get up on the rings and hold myself up? There's a test right there. So it doesn't have to be complicated. When you're coming up with a test for yourself, some sort of benchmark, some sort of frame of reference, that you get a baseline, you go back to your training, you pick things that are going to absolutely help that. You don't necessarily have to do, 1,000,000 push-ups every day. Yes, you'll get better at push-ups, but is that fun? That might be a little boring after a while. So you go into your training, you mix it up, and then you test it again and see if the training actually worked. And if not, make some changes, and go back at it, test it again, and if you did see improvement, great, the training works, awesome. Get back in the gym and get back to work. But those tests are very, very simple. When you pick some sort of complicated test, some sort of series, which isn't necessarily a bad test, but now you have a standard of movement. Whenever you're testing yourself, it's fun to come up with something, but the simpler you make it, you only have to worry about one thing at a time. If I'm doing push-ups and I'm going to test how many push-ups I can do in 2 minutes, I know what the bottom range of that push-up is, and I know what the top range of that push-up is. So every single rep that I count should be the same exact rep, and I'm not going 1, and the first 20 reps look like this, and then the last 20 reps look like this. Whenever you're testing yourself, you need to be sure that the test is repeatable, or else I can't even compare the results, because this range of motion is not the same as this range of motion. So how can we consider those to be equal? You can't. It doesn't work. So pick something that's very simple. Have somebody track it for you. Just say, hey, buddy, can you, this is the range of motion. If I don't do it, get on me for it. And what that does is every single time you go into your workout, you know that, okay, I might not go as fast, but what I can focus on is quality of movement. That little test, you picking a very simple test, gets you motivated in the training. So if I don't push myself as hard, what can I focus on? Quality of movement. I need to focus on my technique. I need to make sure that I am moving better. Not necessarily faster or stronger, but I'm at least moving better. And then when I go into the test, that is absolutely going to help me with whatever movement that I go with. All right? So, pick your test. Make it simple. Do something for either 1 minute or for 2 minutes. That's going to test your muscular endurance. And then make sure that you're meeting that standard. What is the standard range of motion? What is the technique that you're going to have to meet for every single rep, or else that doesn't count? And then go into training, have that goal in mind, have that test in mind, and then go test it again. So this next month, Pick something, test it, get back in the gym, train hard, test it again at the end of the month, and see what happens. And you know what? If you get better, that's fantastic, because that just motivated you to work even harder the next time. Because this gets pretty competitive. Not with other people, but with yourself. Okay? Who's the strongest of them all? Look in the mirror. It's you. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Oh.